I just had a really weird thing happen. Alright, I want y'all to watch this and tell me what you think. Give me your opinions in the comments. And I'm sure somebody's just gonna say it was a coincidence. I don't know. So, right now I'm at my mental health appointment for my medications I take. And probably more than half of you are gonna think after this video that I need to be here. But something's bothering me that happened today. Earlier, me and Monique was paying our rent and we had to stop and get other medications at the pharmacy. I go to get out the car, I smell green and I'm thinking, oh, somebody's blazing. I look over and my friend Victor that I met through my grandma is sitting in his car. So I look over, I'm like, what up, Vic? He says, what's up? But actually he says, what's up, Pack? But then I'm looking at him thinking like he just looks a little bit different. Not no big deal. So I go to walk away. We give Dap everything. He act like he knew me, said my name. As I turn around by the Redbox machine, I bump into somebody. When he looks at me in my face and says, oh, I apologize, it's Vic. So obviously I'm very confused, right? So I stop, I look at him. I say to the dude, I'm like, what's your name? And he's like, wow, what do you mean? And I'm like, I just thought you were him. And he's like, oh, and then you ran into him? Yeah, that's a weird coincidence. I'm like, yeah, but how did you know my name? You said, what up, Pack? And he's like, I didn't say that. And mind you, now he's on the phone, which he wasn't a second ago, but now he's holding the phone to his ear. He goes, I might have just been saying something when I was on the phone. I'm like, so you say something that rhymes with Pack? So the whole thing was weird. He looked just like him, except for he had a birthmark skin thing on his hand where his skin was a little lighter. So what was so strange, Vic's like, oh yeah, I got somebody you want to see. And he takes me down to the car and I see my grandma, which is how I know him. But for me to run into him when I'm thinking it was him right there in the car, out of all the people in this city, it was just the weirdest thing. It actually sent chills up my spine and it felt like it was one of the strangest encounters that I've ever had. People always got comments and videos on here saying glitch in the matrix or we live in an artificial simulation. I don't know. What I do know is it was a very strange thing that I thought I seen him. He looked just like him. It was like his doppelganger. Even he admitted that the guy looked just like him. And something's telling me maybe it was meant for me to just run into him to see my grandma real quick, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. A lot of people believe in like manifestation because I thought I saw him, that I manifested the real him into my reality. But if you don't believe in things like that, you would just say it's a coincidence that our paths crossed at the exact same moment that I mentioned his name. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Am I putting too much thought into it, or is that weird? Because even Monique was creeped out. Like, she's known him as long as I had. When I hopped back in the car, we both looked at each other and was like, that was weird. And this one right here wasn't just me thinking some weird shit by myself, because things like this happen to me as like once a week. I'm always having some strange thing happen to me. And when I watch videos online about people claiming things like this happen, I agree with them and I feel better that I'm not the only one going through things like this. So I was just glad Monique was there to see it so I didn't look crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.